Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. This is Gerard for Spanish, and this is our lesson 84. It's been a while that I didn't study Spanish using Duolingo, and so today I just want to review certain things before I continue with the new lessons. So, Unit 1, for example, I'm just gonna read it. I'm not going to do any exercises here. So, explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. Form basic sentences. Un niño come manzanas. So, un niño, a boy eats apples. Una niña bebe, sorry.
Una niña bebe agua.
Yes, so una niña bebe agua. Notice here that the B is pronounced as a V, so the second B, of course. La mujer bebe leche. La mujer bebe leche. El hombre come pan. The H of hombre is silent. And tú comes pan. Tú is with an accent on the letter U. Sí, yo como pan. Sí, yes, I eat bread. So sí has an accent as well. So yo como pan is the verb comer, and we have seen also the verb beber. Beber. So beber, comer, and some drinks, leche, agua, pan, manzanas. So in Spanish, all nouns are either masculine or feminine. Often nouns end in O if they are masculine and A if they are feminine. So we have, for instance, el niño, la niña, and notice that we use articles. So how we use el if the verb is masculine and la if the word is feminine. So we say el niño but la niña. I think the for in English verb forms changes depending on who's doing the action. That's called conjugation. It has to be in agreement with the subject, and so the verb has to be in agreement with the subject. For example, we say I am, you are, and she is. In Spanish, you do the same thing. So they also have verbs, and you have to conjugate them. So you have the subject pronouns yo, tú, él, ella. Soy, yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es. Yo soy una niña, tú eres un niño. So how to greet people? Hola, buenos días, buenos días. Adiós, buenas noches, buenas noches. Hola, yo soy Juan, mucho gusto. So that's how you say, hi, I am Juan. So yo soy Juan. For instance, I would say, hola, soy Gerard. You can say mucho gusto, nice to meet you, also, just to be polite. Spanish sounds. So we have different vowels here, and you see how they sound uh, approximately. So A, E, I, O. Mucho gusto. Okay, so nothing really interesting here because we have already seen all these things, and now we have unit 2. We have the guidebook as well, and this time the theme is get around in a city. Yo necesito un taxi. So we know what is a taxi. Necesito is from the verb necesitar, conjugated to the first singular person yo. So yo necesito, tú necesitas, él, ella necesita, necesitamos, necesitáis, necesitan. El taxi está aquí. ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está tu pasaporte? Now we have the subject, not the subject, but the possessive adjective tu, which is your. Notice there is no accent on you. So if there would be an accent on you, it would be the subject pronoun you, singular person. So that's not the case here. We're talking about your passport, so tu pasaporte. ¿Dónde está tu pasaporte? Y mi pasaporte está en el hotel. You don't say hotel, but hotel.
Mi pasaporte está en el hotel.
Hotel, exactly. So, un boleto a Santiago, por favor. A Santiago to Santiago. Boleto is a ticket. And we have two verb to be in Spanish. You have estar and ser. So estar is more for something temporary, like how are you feeling? ¿Cómo estás? Estás, estoy bien, estoy mal, eh, no estoy malo, I'm not bad, something like that. Estoy so, you can also say like this. Está and es both means is. So what's the difference if you want to say where someone or something is located? Use está. So estar is more for where things are located, something temporary and so on. El taxi está aquí, for example, but later the taxi will just drive away to somewhere else. So you also use está when you're talking about something that's only temporarily true. Only temporarily true. So el hotel está cerrado, but eventually the hotel will open its doors. So that's why it's temporary. El hotel está cerrado. But if it will be permanently closed, then you would say, I think, it's cerrado. It's like closed definitely, you know. Meanwhile, S is used to describe the qualities of a person or thing, like the features, characteristics, or something. We have an example here. El taxi es amarillo. So the taxi is yellow. So most probably the color will not change unless something special pop up. So that's about it. Nothing really new here. We have seen that there are two verbs to be in Spanish. Let's see Unit 3 without further ado. We have order food and drink. So this is a little bit more interesting. If you like to go out and hang out and eat at the restaurants and bars, cafes and so on. Una mesa para dos, por favor. A table for two, please. Un café, por favor. Con o sin leche. With or without. Con o sin leche. Con o sin tú. For example, with or without you. So, yo quiero una ensalada. I want. So, this is the verb querer. Querer means to want, but it is not a regular verb. It's irregular, therefore. So, that's why it is like this. Yo quiero. Notice there is an I before the E. So, yo quiero una ensalada. Ensalada is salad. Con tomate. With tomato. And un sandwich de pescado, por favor. A fish sandwich, please. A sandwich of fish. So, de pescado. In Spanish, no, in English, I wanted to say, we might ask for a cup of coffee. In Spanish, you do the same thing at the cafe and so on. So, una taza de café, por favor. Una taza de café, it's a cup, taza. Vaso, it's a glass. So, in a taza, you drink the coffee in a cup, just like a tea. So, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, but a glass of juice, a glass of water, and so on. You also use de when you're describing what type of food something is. So, un jugo de naranja. Naranja is the orange. We have seen manzana, naranja. What else have we seen for fruits? No, pan. We have seen café, agua, leche, jugo. What else? What kind of bebidos, drinks? I think that's it. I think, yeah. All right. So we have done unit 3, and now let's look at unit 4. So we know how to ask for a table. A table, it's una mesa. Una mesa para dos, para tres, para cuatro personas. Person. Now, how to describe your family? Mi familia es grande. Grande is big. So, familia. Tú tienes un hermano. So, this is how you say brother. Notice that we have the possessive adjective my here. We have seen two, but here it's me. So, me, it's my. So, mi familia es grande. ¿Tú tienes un hermano? Sí, tengo un hermano y una hermana. So, hermano, brother, hermana, sister. And tengo, tienes, and so on. This is from the verb tener, conjugated to the first and second person uh, irrespectively. So, yo tengo, tú tienes. Yo tengo una hija, it's a daughter. Hijo will be a son. ¿Tú tienes un perro? It's a question. So, do you have a dog? Sí, un gato y un perro. Un gato, it's a cat and a dog. So, we have also learned the name of two animals here. Actually, three: pescado, pescado, un sandwich de pescado. So, pescado is fish, gato, cat, and perro, carne, carne, it's meat. Queso, queso it's cheese. What else have we seen? And I think that's it. So, how to ask questions in Spanish? Asking questions in Spanish is easy. So, es muy fácil. Just change the pronunciation of any statement to a question by lifting your voice at the end. So, by using intonation, in other words. ¿Tú tienes un perro? That was not a statement, that was a question, but you can just say, ¿Tú tienes un perro? ¿Tú tienes un perro? That would be the question. Notice that all questions in Spanish begin with an upside down question mark. So they have an upside down question mark. It goes the same way for exclamation marks. So you have an inverted exclamation marks in that case. So tú versus tú. Accent marks can be really useful. In Spanish, a word might have a different meaning depending on whether it does or doesn't have an accent mark. For example, when so is a subject pronoun, tú tienes un gato, do you have a cat? Without an accent, tú means your, so the possessive adjective. Tu gato es grande, so your cat is big, that's a statement. Alright guys, so we did that and there's nothing really difficult here, but just for fun, we're gonna practice here just to make sure that we're not missing on something. Alright, so if you're ready, let's do this. Yo soy Ana. Eres mi perro, Bruno. Bruno es perfecto. Bruno es un animal. Sí, because it's the dog, so un perro.
Gracias. Adiós.
Thanks. Thank you. Goodbye. And my son is intelligent. Mi hijo es inteligente. Inteligente. La familia. Familia. We have seen also this. And my dog, perro. Perro with double R. If it's only with one R, it means but. So, mi hermana es interesante. Yeah. And the grandmother, how do you say grandmother? La abuela. La abuela? Yeah. Okay.
Un hermano y una hermana.
Un hermano y una hermana. Let's listen again to...
Un hermano y una hermana.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Do you speak English? So we got to use the accent here. Tu hablas. Tu hablas inglés. Inglés also has an accent here. It's a question. I didn't put the inverted question at
Ella tiene
the
un
beginning.
gato.
Ella?
Ella tiene un gato.
Ella tiene. This is the verb tener. Tiene un gato. and I wrote gata. That was a silly mistake, wasn't it? So, ella tiene una casa. Casa. Casa o casa? I think you say casa. Una casa. Una casa.
Él es tu hermano.
Él.
Él es tu hermano.
So, él es tu hermano. Good. And ella tiene un gato. What is wrong here? Oh, it was not a cat, it was perro. Un perro. I couldn't even see this. So, do you speak? ¿Tú hablas inglés? So, I haven't been very attentive. ¿Tú hablas español? Am I being cheated on? Or was it English or Spanish? I really didn't pay attention, really. So I guess I was not very attentive for some reasons. So that's very weird, but that's how it is. So let's try to earn some hearts and then we can move on.
En.
N is in.
Partido.
Partido is game.
España.
España is a country.
Mal.
Spain. Mal it's unwell. Fun is divertido.
Divertido.
Gracias. Yo no quiero un té.
I don't want any tea. And Diego, ¿cuándo es el baile? ¿Cuándo? Este fin de semana? This weekend?
Bruno, ¿necesitas café?
So, Bruno, do you need tea? Not tea, coffee. So, I have to move this around. Estoy muy feliz. Hoy es martes. No, it's viernes. Disfruta el fin de semana. Carla. Adiós.
El partido de fútbol no es hoy. Hoy.
Hoy it's today, so el partido de fútbol no es hoy. Partido is the
El
game.
béisbol es muy divertido.
El béisbol es muy divertido. So it's very fun. The dance, el baile
Baile.
es mañana.
Mañana.
Yo tengo el pasaporte.
Yo tengo el pasaporte. Tener. Ella quiere un té.
Yo no quiero un café.
Quiero. This is to want. Un café. Él tiene el pasaporte.
¿Necesitas ayuda, Bruno?
Necesitas ayuda, Bruno? It's a question. So here you go. And what else you have here? Please. So please is por favor. Por favor. Quiero un té. Here you go. And enjoy. Disfruta. Disfruta tu. Saturday it's sábado. Sábado, there is an accent somewhere. Yes, there's an accent on the first A. So sábado, Antonio. Here you go. Perfect. So I think I will get at least one heart for this one. So right, I got one heart, and we got to practice some more in order to refill our hearts, and only then we will be able to do some lessons. So that's how it is.
Cartera.
Cartera. Cartera is a purse. Cartera.
Europa.
Europa. Europa. Europa.
Semana.
Semana is a week.
Estudiar.
Estudiar. This is a verb. Estudiar. Estudiar. Estudiante, it's a student. So estudiar is to study. Jugo, we know how to say juice. And
Bolígrafo.
bolígrafo. Bolígrafo is a pen. Bolígrafo.
Francia.
Francia is a country. France.
Semana.
Semana.
Cartera.
Cartera. It's a
Yo
verb.
estudio francés.
Yo estudio francés. I study French. And let's move this. Claudia necesita una casa en Francia y trabaja en una... No. Claudia tiene una casa en Francia y trabaja en una universidad en Inglaterra. Yes.
Sí, yo vivo en Inglaterra.
Vivir. So we have the verb vivir is to live. Sí, yo vivo en Inglaterra. Yes, I live in England, Inglaterra. Yo estudio inglés el lunes y francés el miércoles. ¿Tú cuándo estudias? Hans.
Julia no bebe jugo.
No bebe jugo.
Jugo.
Jugo is juice.
David.
David vive en Europa. Europa.
Es mi bolígrafo favorito. Favorito.
Favorito. It's a favorite.
Es mi baile favorito.
Es mi baile favorito. So baile is a dance. Sir. So señor.
Señor.
Usted
Usted
vive en Europa.
Europa. La fiesta no es muy divertida.
So divertida because it's fiesta divertida. So do you study English and French? Do you study English and French? So tú estudias inglés y francés. I think francés is with an accent, so I'll put it here. The party, la fiesta. Fiesta, that's how you say. La fiesta no es, is not. So no es muy fun. It's divertida because it's fiesta. And the birthday party. So la fiesta de cumpleaños es divertida. So it's correct. Alright, I think I just earned another heart. Let's see. Yes, so I've got another heart, which is great. Let's continue with the practice. We'll see how much I can do. And vamos a continuar con los ejercicios. Sí.
Fiesta.
Fiesta is a party.
Fábrica.
Fábrica is a factory. So fábrica.
Trabajar.
Trabajar is to work. Trabajar. Mal, it's unwell. Okay. So to drink, beber.
Beber.
Vino,
Tú
it's
vives en
another
Estados Unidos.
bebido. So we have jugo, agua, leche, vino, What else can we do? Té, café. Tú vives en Estados Unidos. So, tú vives en Estados Unidos. You live in the United States. Normally they say los Estados Unidos. Tú vives en los. Maybe when you say en, you don't have to say el or los. Tú vives en Inglaterra. Eduardo, ¿dónde yo trabajo? ¿Tú vives en Inglaterra, Eduardo? That was a question. ¿Dónde? Yo trabajo en Londres.
Sí, yo quiero beber más agua.
Sí, yo quiero beber más agua. Agua is water. Yes, I want to drink more water. And tú trabajas en una oficina, en una fábrica y en un hospital. Luis está muy ocupado.
¿Quién trabaja en una fábrica?
¿Quién?
Bien. ¿Quién?
¿Quién? ¿Quién? It's who. Who works in a factory. So, ¿quién trabaja en una fábrica?
¿Usted estudia francés?
¿Usted estudia francés? So, do you study French? ¿Usted
La
estudia
niña
francés?
quiere beber agua,
La niña quiere
beber,
beber.
leer,
Beber.
beber.
Beber it means to drink, but leer it's to read. So I work in California. Yo trabajo en California.
California.
Trabajo.
¿Dónde estudia Pedro?
Donde estudia Pedro. And she does not work in the factory. Ella no trabaja en una fábrica.
Fábrica.
Yo
So,
trabajo en California.
trabajo en California. Trabajo. I think I misspelled it. So David trabaja en how do you say an office? Una oficina. Oficina. Good. And what else? We have Juan. Juan necesita trabajar hoy. So here I'm just worried about the prepositions. Juan necesita trabajar hoy. Because tiene que, but necesita does not need the que. Yo, so you, so it's tú with the accent. Tú trabajas en una oficina with only one F. That's perfect. So, alright. So here it is. It's perfect. I think we'll pause. Okay, guys. So I got another heart, and we're nearly full of hearts, and then we will be able to start with our lessons, new lessons. So just to earn the last heart, we are going to practice a little bit more.
Joven.
Joven means young. Joven.
Cartera.
Cartera it's a purse. Cartera.
Carne.
Carne it's meat. And té is tea. Portugueses. Portuguese it's Portuguese. And what else do we have here?
Oficina.
Oficina.
Té.
Té, we know.
Camarero.
Camarero is a waiter. Camarero.
Vivir.
Vivir is to live. Camarero.
Yo no soy joven.
Yo no soy joven. I am not young, so yo no soy joven. Sí, yo tengo tu dirección. Dirección is your address. So, tu dirección, your address. Y tu número de teléfono Y la fiesta es en tu apartamento.
Julia es una médica importante.
Medica.
México. Médica.
Medica, it's a doctor. Medica. ¿Tienes el número de teléfono de tu amiga Sofía? Yo quiero hablar con ella. Ok.
Sofía es mi amiga. Camisa. Amiga.
Amiga. Yeah. Amiga is
Lo
friend,
siento.
amigo.
Yo no.
Lo siento. I'm sorry. Yo no hablo portugués. Yo no hablo portugués. I don't speak Portuguese. She does not. Ella
Ella.
no.
No.
No tiene
Tiene
un
un
celular.
celular.
Señora, ¿usted es médica?
Señora, usted es médica. So médica is a doctor. Médica. We have seen this. And C, I have your address. Sí, yo tengo. This is how you say I have from the verb tener. Yo tengo tu dirección. Dirección, I'm afraid that I will not write it right. So dirección. Is it with double C? Yes, it's with double C. Okay, correct.
¿Tienes un celular?
Celular, it means a mobile phone. So we got that.
¿Tienes mi número de teléfono?
Tienes
¿Tienes mi número de teléfono?
mi número de teléfono. Teléfono. Numero also has an accent on the letter U, so it's something to remember. And is Jose a waiter? So I will just write Jose es camarero. Awesome. And Bruno, are you a waiter? So Bruno, eres camarero. Camarero. So you don't have to say Bruno, eres un camarero because when you talk about professions, you don't use articles for them. So that's why you just say it like that. And as you could see, it's correct. So I hope I earn another. Let me pause here. Yes, I earn another heart. So I do have 5 hearts now. I have plenty of hearts, and let's quickly get back to business. So we've reached this section, and we're gonna do this personalized practice just to make sure that we know everything about how to describe a family. So yo soy Ana, eres mi perro Bruno, Bruno es perfecto. Bruno es un animal.
Gracias. Adiós.
Thank you, goodbye, adios. I have a son, yo tengo un hijo. That's how you say it. And my dog is pretty. So mi perro, with double R, es bonito, bonito. And la familia, familia means the family. And my sister, mi hermana es interesante. Interesante. La abuela. That's correct.
Un hermano y una hermana.
Un hermano y una hermana. So, hermana. So this is good. Bye. How do you say bye? It's adiós. Adiós. Adiós, amigo. Buenas noches. Is correct?
Ella tiene un gato.
Ella tiene un gato. Gato is a cat. So she has a house. Ella tiene una casa.
Él es tu hermano. Él es tu hermano.
Él es tu hermano. Well, it's a question. Is he your brother? Do you speak Spanish? So, hablas. No, that's not right. So, hablas español. Good. And what else we have here? Ella. Ella tiene un gato y yo tengo un perro with double O, of course. Let's see, that's good. My sister, mi hermana es muy inteligente. So everything is good, everything is correct, and therefore we've completed this. I will just pause. Alright guys, welcome back. So we just did that. I think we will move to unit 5. Let's have a look at the guidebook first, just as usual. So explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. Shop for clothes. So how to shop for clothes. Yo quiero una camisa. Camisa is a shirt. So we have ropa is clothes. Yeah, ropa is clothes. So camisa is a clothes. So it's a shirt. Camiseta, it's a t-shirt. So verde o azul, we have seen amarillo. Amarillo means yellow. Here we have verde, green, and azul. Azul.
Verde o azul.
Azul is blue. And una camisa verde. Yo necesito un vestido, which is a dress, rojo. Vestido rojo. Rojo, it's the color red. El color. Y yo necesito una cartera, it's a purse. So I need a purse. Gris o marrón. So gray or brown. So again, we have seen negro. Negro means black. Adjectives. In Spanish, adjectives usually come after the noun they are describing. So, un vestido azul, una camisa roja, un reloj, it's a watch, un reloj caro, caro or barato. Caro is expensive, barato is cheap, and un abrigo barato, a cheap coat, abrigo. Okay, guys, so we can check our knowledge right away. Let's do the personal practice. I think that's a good idea, and see how good we are. I want a green. Yo quiero una shirt. Camisa. So camisa, una camisa verde. So green. What else? Gafas, I think. But glasses, not spectacles, the one that we wear to see, things. But we're talking about un vaso de agua, for example. It's not with a Z, so it's with an S. Un vaso. I think there is something like that in
Para él,
castellano.
un café sin leche.
La
por
niña
favor.
bebe.
Para él, un café sin leche. Por favor. Para la niña, un jugo de naranja sin azúcar.
Sin, un jugo de naranja. Un jugo de naranja, sí. I need a restaurant. So yo necesito un restaurante.
Un cinturón marrón.
Un cinturón marrón. So cinturón, it's a belt, and the accent is on the O, not on the U. So my apologies. El jugo. A clothing store. Una tienda de ropa.
Una ensalada de tomate.
Una ensalada de tomate. So we know it's a tomato salad, and it is too expensive. Es demasiado
caro.
So demasiado means too, like too much. Demasiado caro. Demasiado. I need, yo necesito una chaqueta. So we know this. La mesa, it's a table. And yo necesito, ¿qué necesito? Pagar, to pay. What else do we have? Green, it's verde o azul. And a blue shirt. Una camisa azul. I think there's an accent here. There is no accent. Okay, good for me. So we did it. Was not so difficult. I think it was good practice. However, we didn't encounter words like calcetinas, corbata, I think. It was very basic. And pantalones, camisetas, sombrero. So there are so many other accessories also. So that's it. Let's study a little bit more. We'll do unit 6 and we'll stop here. Explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. Let's talk about present tense. All verbs endings change depending on who is doing the action. So we know that this is called conjugation. So we have the verb hablar. Hablar, we know, yo hablo inglés, tú hablas español, portugués, ella habla portugués, and so on and so on. So we have the ending here, the endings for the different subject pronouns. We say that for this group of verb with AR at the end, so hablar, we have o, as, and a. Okay, so let's continue. What we're gonna do, we're not gonna do the whole exercises, the whole unit. I mean, we're not going to do all the exercises. We're just going to do this one, which is the personalized one. A table for two, una mesa para. So how do you say two? It's dos, un, dos, tres. El queso. That's how you say cheese. Un sandwich de queso, for example. And your father, abuelo, tu abuelo, We know this. Abuelo. And what else? La abuela. La abuela. So we're talking about family here, about family members and so on. So she has a house. Ella tiene una casa, of course.
Un hermano y una hermana.
Un hermano y una hermana. Really nothing difficult here. Un vaso. So un vaso de agua. Good. And
Ella tiene un gato.
ella tiene. ¿Qué tiene? Un gato. 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 Ella.
Ella tiene un gato.
Is he your brother? So we have to say él es tu hermano. That's how you say brother. And
Hola, yo soy Juan. Soy un perro muy elegante.
so Juana es un animal. I have a sister. So I can say yo tengo una hermana. So nothing difficult really here.
Un jugo de naranja, por favor.
Un jugo de naranja, por favor. Favor with an F. And un vaso. Oh, I did a typo there, but it was accepted. Thanks, Duo. So yo necesito una mesa. Necesito una mesa. A cup of coffee. Una taza de café. Una taza de café. Café with this, I think, like that. Por favor. Let's see if it's good. Favor is with a V. Perfect. Right, we did it. And that was a mix of different units. I won't say that it was just like for one theme. I think we were talking about different things here. So anyway, unit 6 was about the use of present tense. So we have used different verbs. Beber, comer, maybe not so much, but hablar for sure, yeah. And tener. Talk about school. So this is something completely new. I'm not sure if we should try it already, but I think since it's just a review of what we have seen previously, I think we can safely do it. So unit 7 guidebook, explore grammar tips and key phrases for this unit. Talk about school. Yo quiero estudiar español. I want to study Spanish. So yo necesito leer un libro. So necesito
Yo
leer
necesito leer un libro.
un libro.
Yo necesito leer un libro.
Libro. The B is pronounced as a V, as I try to say firstly. At first. So, ¿tú estudias medicina? No. Yo no estudio medicina. Yo no comprendo la pregunta. Pregunta is a question. Respuesta is the answer. Yo no escribo mucho.
Yo no escribo mucho.
Again, the B is pronounced as a V. So here's a tip. Yo no comprendo. It's easy to make a negative statement. So to negate a statement, you just have to put the word no. Simply say no before the verb. Yo estudio inglés. Yo no estudio inglés. Lo siento. Yo no comprendo. Comprender, it's the verb infinitive. Yo comprendo, tú comprendes, él, ella comprende. comprendemos. Yeah, that's how you say it, I guess. So, quiero hablar español. I want to speak Spanish. Escribir, estudiar, and leer. So they all have different endings. So they are from different groups. I think leer is the first group. Estudiar is from the second group, and escribir is from the third group. Are all verbs called infinitives. Infinitives, that's how you say, yeah, the verb which is in its basic form. Yo quiero escribir. In English, infinitives always have the word to at the start, like to study or to read, but in Spanish, they don't require any extra words. To say I want to study, you just say yo quiero estudiar. Yo necesito leer, for example. So that's another example. So we got that. We'll continue with Spanish, of course. So what are we going to do now? We have about 9 minutes, a little bit less than 9 minutes. We're going to do the personal practice. For school, probably we'll use those verbs like estudiar, leer, escribir, aprender, comprender, etc., etc. So, my favorite t-shirt, mi camiseta favorita.
Favorita.
¿Tú
And
tienes un perro? Tienes.
tienes is the correct one. I need, yo necesito
Yo necesito
un
un
cinturón.
cinturón.
Cinturón. Yo necesito. ¿Qué necesito? Una camiseta. Camisa, camiseta. Camiseta. It's a t-shirt.
Un reloj para mi esposo.
Un reloj para mi esposo. Esposo, esposa. Esposo is husband. Esposa is the wife. So un reloj, it's a watch. Para, it's for mi esposo. He, it's él with the accent. Él tiene, ¿qué tiene? Él tiene un carro with double R. If it's with one R, it means expensive.
Ese vestido, por favor.
Este is this. Ese, oh, that. I don't get where did I make the mistake? Oh, ese, it's not sound too much like este to me. I agree. It was confusing. I think I got dropped like ese vestido, por favor. So, ese vestido. Yo no vivo en Francia. And what else? A brown dress. Un vestido marrón. And I think there is an accent on here. Marrón. We got that correct? Yeah, we got that one correct. And una falda. I think that's how you say skirt. Una falda azul.
Ella es inteligente.
Ella es inteligente. Ella es inteligente. Una cartera, la cartera azul. Y yo vivo, vivir, soy yo vivo. Donde vivo en un apartamento. This is correct.
Un carro y una bicicleta.
Un carro with double O y una
Un carro y una bicicleta.
bicicleta. Bicicleta. So it's good.
Ese vestido, por favor.
Ese is that. Ese vestido, por favor. So we got everything right. Yep. No. We made one mistake. So we have 93%. And So guys, we are going to stop here, I guess, because I think we should not rush so much. At the same time, I'm not sure because okay. Let's challenge our mind. Let's do this one. So we'll stay with Unit 7, but we'll just do one more exercise and we'll see. I don't study Spanish. Yo no estudio español.
Español.
Yo necesito leer un libro.
Leer is to read. Leer un libro. Where is the professor? So, ¿dónde? This is where. ¿Dónde está? Which is the right verb to use. El profesor. I hope it's with one S. Yes, it seems correct. Tú escribes en la computadora.
¿Dónde está mi bolígrafo?
¿Dónde está mi bolígrafo? That's a pen. Una computadora.
Un maestro y un estudiante.
Un maestro y
Un maestro y un estudiante.
un estudiante. Una escuela. Una escuela. Yeah. A Spanish book. Un libro español.
Español.
Oh, what was the problem here? In English, we say tomato salad. In Spanish, we say de. So, un libro de español. Wow. So, yeah, that's quite weird for me to say un libro de español. Do you study English? Study. Estudiar. ¿Estudias inglés?
¿Tú lees en la computadora?
Tú, with the accent. Lees en
¿Tú lees en la computadora?
la computadora. So yo necesito escribir en español. Easy. Genial. Yo escribo en español. Good. I don't understand. No entiendo. Entender, but I can say no comprendo la pregunta. Good. And the Spanish exam. So, un examen de español.
Español.
Okay. So, un libro de español.
Español.
Okay, that was my previous mistake. So, managed to get it right this time. So, which brings us also to the end of this lesson. So that was, I would say, I will qualify it of a very good revision. We have seen different units, I think 7 in total, and we had a good score as well. So I think overall we stayed above 90% of of correct answers. So that's quite good indeed. So thank you for watching this lesson. I hope it was helpful for your Spanish learning. And don't hesitate to contact me, write me a comment, and you can tell me your motivations for learning Spanish, your comments, critics, suggestions, and so on. So don't forget to like the video if it was something nice to watch, helpful, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That would be much appreciated. Thanks again, and hasta luego. Adios.